4 days of fun in the sun brought the Lake Orion community together during the 11th annual Dragon on the Lake Festival, with art, music, and a battle to see who would claim the Dragon Cup trophy at the Dragon Boat races on the lake. The Orion Area Chamber of Commerce celebrated the official grand opening of Oakland Paintball with a ribbon-cutting ceremony at Camp Agawam. And ONTV's Joe Johnson was in Ferndale for the opening ceremony of the 25th running of the Woodward Dream Cruise. Hello everyone, I'm Stacy Calloway. I'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News. For 4 decades, the Orion Art Center's mission is to nurture artistic expression and creativity of individuals of all ages through classes, programs, exhibits, and events. None of this would be possible, however, without the support of the community. The Art Center's largest fundraiser of the year took place over 4 days in August, and the community came together to make the 11th annual Dragon on the Lake Festival the biggest and best ever. Things kicked off on the evening of Thursday, August 22nd, as the Chamber of Commerce hosted their Thirsty Thursday gathering at the Dragon Pub near the Art Center. Providing the entertainment was the Reggie Harrison Trio. Appropriately enough, Reggie Harrison is the former director of the Art Center and was one of the founders of the Dragon on the Lake Festival. She launched her set by performing her original song, Dragon on the Lake.
Exciting to see what this event has become in these 11 years. You know, it started as a community festival to celebrate the Art Center's anniversary, and the way this community has taken this and made it their own. And you know, this isn't about any one organization or one group, it's the whole community coming together. So it makes me feel great to know that 11 years later it's bigger and better than ever, and I'm really excited to be here.
Dragon is a dragon on the lake.
On Friday, while the entertainment continued in downtown Lake Orion, boaters were gathering on the lake at sunset for the start of the 10th annual Lighted Boat Parade. Participants were encouraged to decorate their boats and have some fun. When Scott Campbell's fire-breathing dragon appeared on the lake, it was time to get the party started. The dragon led participants around the perimeter of the lake, and even non-participants joined in on the fun to create quite a spectacle. Judges followed along on a pontoon to award points for decorations, lighting, eye appeal, and enthusiasm. Ray C's of Lapeer donated $500 in prize money, with $300 going to first place, $150 for second, and $50 for third. There was also an honorable mention. The winners would be announced at the award ceremony on Sunday.
It's really about community participation, and we tried to encourage this year a little bit of a competitive spirit. We wanted to put the challenge out there for different groups, church groups, school groups, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, anybody that wanted to get their group together, families, whatever it is, 2 families that live next to each other. Get your boats decorated and get out there and compete with it. It's all about community spirit.
On the morning of Saturday, August 24th, over 100 runners and walkers arrived in downtown Lake Orion for the start of the 2nd annual Dragon on the Run 5K race. After checking in at the Tiki Bar, participants gathered at the starting line to wait for the sound of the starter's pistol.
Last year was a little different. Saturday, about 2 minutes before the event started, we had to call it off because there was a huge thunderstorm that rolled through, and we had to postpone it till Sunday. This year the weather is beautiful. It's 70 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and it's perfect for running.
So you would say that today was a huge success?
Big success. Great turnout. We appreciate everyone coming out, helping the Orion Arts Center. It's their their fundraiser. So it's a good event, good community, and kind of kicks the whole weekend off for Dragon on the Lake.
The course took runners out onto Paint Creek Trail to Orion Township Hall, where they circled back and returned to the finish line near the Art Center. Finishing first overall was Wesley Johnson of Lake Orion with a time of 19:08.7.
It's an awesome feeling. I don't usually win these kinds of things, so it was very cool. I got a very nice time today, not what I was expecting, just kind of starting the cross country season at my school. So yeah, very good time overall. I'm happy with the placing I got. There's people behind me that were helping to push me to the finish, so I felt really good.
And the first female to cross the finish line was Lauren Dumas, also of Lake Orion. She finished 13th overall with a time of 23:47.4.
It feels pretty good. I didn't get the time that I wanted, but I did pretty good for like staying up late and like not really preparing for the race. It's just a really fun race and I love doing it.
While that was going on, Flint and Broadway streets were closed to traffic to allow vendors to set up shop. Over the course of 2 days, visitors had a wide variety of art, food, and refreshments to choose from. There was a kids zone that offered arts and crafts and other fun activities. And performers kept people entertained throughout the weekend. The Art Center had a booth set up on Broadway near Flint Street where they offered demonstrations, sold pottery, and promoted the classes offered at their art studio.
Yeah, we're enjoying the arts. It seems like more people are coming, so that's a great thing. Yep, we're all excited. We have a painter here. She's painting a spider. And then we have a potter and sort of a potter. She's doing tile painting with glaze, and you can do lots of layers with that. And then at the far end, we have Bo working on the wheels. We'll teach you how to do this step by step. So if you've never done it or don't think you have any talent, come on back. We can work with you.
Later that evening, the Dragon Pub was filled to capacity as the fan favorite Square Pegs returned to entertain the enthusiastic crowd with their covers of classic 80s tunes.
Yeah, this is one of our favorite gigs to play. The crowd is always so engaged, so into it. We love when people dress up, and especially when they sing and dance along. So this crowd is one of our favorites to play for sure.
Describe a Square Peg show. What can people expect?
You can expect all your favorite 80s songs, literally all of them. Lots of energy, lots of sweet dance moves, and we like to have a really good time on stage. So we want to have as much fun as we bring to you guys too.
On the final day of Dragon on the Lake, the community arrived in Greens Park early Sunday morning for the 10th annual Dragon Boat Races. Things got underway with an opening ceremony where race directors Rob Kavanaugh and Matt Gibb welcomed the crowd and went over the rules. By 10 a.m., the first boats crewed by teams representing Home Depot were paddling out to the starting line at the far end of the lake. With the sound of an air horn, the 2019 Dragon Boat Races were underway. We talked to some of the teams who took part in the first heat.
Right now I'm really excited because we just got off the boat and we won, well, against the other Home Depot team, but I don't know, this is only my second year doing it. We signed up last year, had a ton of fun, so we got a lot more people from our store this year, so we're just here to have a good time.
We practice for 1 hour every year. We're a group of volunteers. We are racing to raise money for Parkinson's awareness. So we're just a big group of volunteers that love what we do, and we just wait for it every year.
Well, I inherited the team 2 years ago, and then Mario Mosseri became our sponsor, and we've been just communicating on Facebook and getting the team together that way. Literally, the team comes and goes. There's portions of the team that have been here for 4 years, 5 years right here. It's an ever-changing team. Don't rock the boat, don't tip the boat over.
We have a local kayak group based here in Lake Orion called Slow Row LO, and so I pulled together a bunch of members of our club who then recruited their friends as well. We need to get better. Well, our start was a little rocky, but from there we caught up and actually beat the other teams, but we need to be a little better out of the gate. I say slow, you say row. Slow, row, slow, row, slow, row.
And as predicted, ladies, a very close race here.
Oh dear, how exciting. Ooh, yeah, let's get this Greens Park giving out some love to those paddlers. Give them some love. Give them some rock and roll.
Unofficial results say Powerhouse Gym.
That was a close one. How do you guys feel right now?
We feel really good. It gives us a really good pump. They're the returning champs from last year, so our biggest goal was just to get out our first 5 rows, get out in front of them and try and keep it. From what it looked like, we did, so we got lucky.
How did you guys prepare for this one?
We do a lot of rowing at the club. A lot of these people spend 3-4 days a week working out, so that's what it is. And then the teamwork is just us getting together and really talking and then working together.
It's always a close call when you got other good boats around you. I don't know. I mean, it looks like we came in second, but we got 2 more races, so we just got to perfect a couple things. We've won it 2 years. We were 11-1 going into this, so it looks like we're 11-2 now, but that's okay. So it's just going to inspire us to get going, get things back together, and hopefully we'll see them again in the finals.
And how did you guys comprise the group? 2 groups together?
Actually, we're about 4 groups together, and we've had a couple people at the last minute come in, so we really truly are a community boat. It started as the Barbarian Librarians, and then the Motor City Dragons, and then we're a group from Esther's and from Mary Kay Foundation, which is the one they're donating to today.
And it's teamwork. It's true. 4 teams came together to do this, and we're going to keep it going, right, the rest of the day.
We trained really hard for this race. We had a new start, so we're very happy to try our new start today, and we were neck and neck with the other boat, so we're hoping it was us.
How do you feel?
Good, good. So we practice twice a week. We have our own boat, and we paddle just outside Windsor.
Oogie, oogie, oogie! Rah, rah, rah! Oogie, oogie, oogie! Rah, rah, rah! Oogie! Rah! Oogie! Rah! Oogie, oogie, oogie! Rah, rah, rah!
Well, there were only 2 boats in the race. We thought we were going to be up against our competitor from last year who took second by like a smidge, and they weren't in it. So that kind of helped a little, take off some of the pressure. But we're always excited, but we're always so nervous until the end. I felt really good out there. We have a couple new people, but I think
got a new drummer,
we got new drummers, my daughter, and we're
phenomenal.
So we're positive, and this is a great thing. It's my favorite day of the whole year. It's better than Christmas.
Last year I came here and I hopped in a couple boats and was a sub, and I'm like, next year I'm getting my team together. So I started recruiting a year ago, and we have a lot of awesome people that we know, and so we're just like, we're bringing it.
And how did you guys practice?
Well, we met once a week for team building because they told us it was more about unity than power, but we all work out. A lot of us go to Fit Body Boot Camp, and so we're like, if we get to know each other, that's the best way to practice.
And what are you guys going to do to keep that energy going to win the next race?
Oh, we're here. We're going to bring it. We're going to have some snacks, chant.
Okay. On 3, could you guys give us your chant?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. We don't stop till we arrive. Shark attack, shark attack, shark attack. Woo!
22 teams took part in 3 heats throughout the day. The times in the first heat were added to the times in the second heat to determine the rankings in the third heat. The final race of the day to name the 2019 champion would include teams representing Powerhouse Gym, the Bernie Directive, and Dragon Down Parkinson's. Powerhouse Gym posted the fastest times during the first 2 heats, but could they keep it up to claim victory? Let's take a look. Not only did the Bernie Directive post their best time of the day, they actually posted the fastest time of the entire event, 1:23.82, to defend their title and claim the Dragon Cup trophy for the 2nd year in a row. Powerhouse Gym finished with 1:26.59, and underdogs, Dragon Down Parkinson's, finished with an impressive 1:30.09. How did you guys pull this off?
Well, like I said after the first race, you know, we had some work to do. We had to get in sync. We had to figure ourselves out because we had a new team. We just never lost hope. You know, we've been in this position before. We knew we had a lot of ground to make up, so we just did it. And we talked as a team, got our plan and strategy put together, and I promised her that we would win, so I had to.
And how does it feel winning for the second time in a row?
Oh, it feels awesome. I honestly, I didn't even realize until right now that it was back-to-back. So that's pretty awesome feat. I know the Island Bombers, we got some catching up to do with them, so there's still a lot of work, but awesome feeling, great team, we're thrilled.
I thought it was absolutely spectacular. I thought it was one of the best drag on the lakes I've ever been to and been part of. So the action came down to like the three toughest teams. One that's been fighting to come up for the past couple of years, and of course Bernie Director defending it, and Powerhouse, you know, wanted it so bad too. So absolutely exciting final photo finish, and man, just a bunch of great memorable moments throughout the entire day between all the teams having fun.
So what I really liked about today was that there were spectators here in costumes supporting teams. So in the past we've had teams with all of these great spirit, but then we had fans here supporting teams that went beyond just like I'm here to yell. Megaphones, it was great. And then the spirit of the teams was really prevalent today, and we give a spirit award. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it makes it hard because the teams this year were really, they're just into it, and made it really nice.
Following the conclusion of the Dragon Boat races, the community wandered over to the Dragon Pup tent for the closing ceremony and to hand out awards. The Dragon Cup trophy arrived thanks to a police escort. The Lake Orion Lake Association's Jerry Richards announced the winners of Friday's Lighted Boat Parade.
And the long-coveted first place winner, John Richardson. Now, here we go. Congratulations. I think that you get the plaque. Who's your wife? She gets the money.
Orion Art Center Director Karen Starrick handed out awards in several categories to the winners of the annual Chalk Art Challenge.
So we had different categories. I'm going to start with the best of youth. We had some amazing kids out there. It just blows my mind what these kids can do with chalk. So we're going to start with third place. We had 3 places. Third place we have Alyssa Acker. And in second place, Caitlin Gruber. In first place, and love her. She has put stuff in our shows at the Art Center, in our exhibits, and she is one amazing little girl. Jada Fowler. Next we have Best of Theme. What's the theme? Dragon! Alright, in third place, Lauren Faulkner.
And the evening came to an end when the Dragon Cup trophy was presented to the members of Team Bernie Directive, who hung on to claim victory for the second year in a row at the Dragon Boat races.
The Bernie Directive!
As Dragon on the Lake 2019 came to an end, we caught up with some of the organizers who made the event possible and asked them to look back at quite possibly their most successful event ever.
We had an idea, the Orion Arts Center did, that we needed to create an event to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Arts Center, and out of that has come this. Reggie was the director of the Arts Center at that time.
The first year we didn't have dragon boat races. It was just a chalk art competition, and it started small over by the Arts Center. But then the next year, Sue had this brainchild that we had to bring dragon boat races to Lake Orion, and we went to Canada and learned how they did it and brought some of their great people, and so this is the 10th annual dragon boat races.
It's getting bigger and better, and it has more tangents and more people that are loving it and more people that are excited to be involved in it. You can see it's such a young, vital crowd, and it's just unbelievable to me what it's become.
Seeing the passion and knowing that you're bringing 800 people in the community together that have no reason to get together, and they're in the park, Greens Park, celebrating Lake Orion or living a vacation, and just new friends are made, and dragon boating. This event has made great friendship and a partner for life.
Our motto for Dragon on the Lake is that we are celebrating our community, art, and dragons. And I feel that's what truly we did, whether it is the chalk artists that bring that pavement to life, the art of the music. We have some great, talented musicians that showcased all weekend long. Or maybe it is the art of dragon boat racing, because it is truly an art to get all 20 people together to get that boat across the water as fast as possible.
Being here for the past 4 days and only sleeping maybe a total of 6 hours in 4 days, you see the growth, you see the people that come down here. And somebody said to me the other day, what they noticed is everybody gets along. There's no fighting, there's no craziness that happens here. We all become friends over the 4 days, and I think it says a lot about Lake Orion.
Ever since Orion Township purchased Camp Agawam from the Boy Scouts, they've been looking for fun and creative ways to lure visitors to the camp. Recently, the township teamed up with a local business to start a brand new venture. On Thursday, August 15th, representatives of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce gathered at Camp Agawam to celebrate the official grand opening of Oakland Paintball.
Okay, go for it.
Of course, cutting the ribbon wasn't enough. It was decided that the ribbon needed to be shot with paintballs. Unfortunately, Orion Township's Dave Raftery was wearing the ribbon at the time.
Don't look at it. Think of something
nice. It means a lot to us, because for us the business is one part, and the other part is giving back to the community where both me and my partner Doug have raised our kids and where we live. And to be able to connect with the Chamber of Commerce, all the other great businesses in Lake Orion, means absolutely a lot to us.
Owner Mats Johansson was a professional paintball player before deciding to open his own paintball business. When searching for a location, he volunteered to help build the Kaboom playground at Camp Agawam and decided the camp would be ideal.
I thought, why not? Let's talk to the township and see what they say. And Chris Barnett and Aaron Watley were immediately on, and we worked through step by step to make sure that this was something we really could do. Presented it at a couple township board meetings, and today we're standing here in Camp Agawam at Oakland Paintball.
Oakland Paintball welcomes individual players as well as groups. If you don't have your own gear, they can provide everything you need. If you're concerned about the effect on the environment, I'm told the paintballs are eco-friendly.
We only use EcoFill, which is an environmentally friendly paintball. It consists of glucose and vegetable dye, so it's very fatty, as maybe you saw on Dave Raftery when he got shot. It's almost like Jell-O a little bit, and the animals actually, it doesn't taste very good, but It's not any risk of eating, and it contains a lot of fat in it, so it's good. Once we have a rainfall, the paint is gone. It melts in the rain and do absolutely zero damage to the environment.
Oakland Paintball is open 7 days a week, and games go on rain or shine. For more information, you can call 248-605-0310 or visit oaklandpaintball.com. They also have a presence on Facebook and Instagram. Created in 1995, the Woodward Dream Cruise has evolved into a spectacle that draws visitors from not only Michigan, but from all over the U.S. and even other countries. Recently, the event celebrated a major milestone, and ONTV's Joe Johnson was there to take part in the fun.
I want to welcome you to the 25th Dream Cruise. Can you believe it?
On Friday, August 16th, dignitaries and car buffs gathered on 9 Mile Road in Ferndale to officially kick off the 25th running of the Woodward Dream Cruise with a ribbon-cutting ceremony.
1, 2, 3!
The Woodward Dream Cruise was created by Nelson House and a group of volunteers in August of 1995 as a fundraiser for a soccer field in Ferndale, Michigan.
I have to remind you, if you don't know, that the Dream Cruise started right here in Ferndale. That it started as a fundraiser for the Dream Park, for the Dream Field, which was a soccer field. The Dream Field actually does exist now, but I will tell you, the Dream Cruise has never been a great fundraiser. It took us years to finally build the Dream Field because, you know, people just come out and have a great time, but it's not a big fundraiser. But we could have never predicted the success of this event. It's just unbelievable to me. The first year, they thought they'd get, you know, maybe a couple thousand cars to come out on Woodward and travel up and down. And they had 250,000 cars in the first year. So they knew they were onto something, right? This year they expect to have 1 million cars on Woodward. So this is amazing. And we take the history of this really importantly in Ferndale. We take a lot of pride in being the place where this started.
Ferndale Mayor Dave Coulter emceed his final opening ceremony as mayor, having found out he was appointed to the position of county executive to serve the remainder of the term vacated due to the passing of L. Brooks Patterson on August 3rd. Coulter was joined on stage by several guests, including Sheriff Mike Bouchard and Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, who was elected to the position in November of 2018.
That. I'm also excited to be here at a historical moment for our mayor, maybe one of the last public appearances he makes as mayor of Ferndale, because he's now, as you heard, about to be the county executive for Oakland County. And so I'm excited to celebrate this occasion, your elevation to county executive, by recognizing your time as mayor of Ferndale, the 45th mayor of Ferndale, by giving you this plate to mark and commemorate your service. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Following the ribbon-cutting ceremony, emergency vehicles of all shapes and sizes poured out onto Woodward with sirens blaring and lights flashing. And with that, the 2019 Woodward Dream Cruise was officially underway. The fun continued into Saturday, and perfect weather made it a dream cruise to remember. In Ferndale, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Joe. And with that, we'll wrap up this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the hardworking ONTV News team, I'm Stacy Calloway. Thanks for watching.